But first, I want to tell you about a pilot program to help employees in traditionally low-paying fields, such as fast food industry, to connect to career coaches and advancement at higher-paying jobs. I am super excited about this program, and I want to welcome my guests today, Mardia Shands and Dustin Deshara.
Close enough.
Deshara. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all being here. This is a great program, and I'm so glad that we're talking about it. So this is Career Bridge program. First, tell us, you're with United Way, so tell us how you all got the idea or how you got started, and what is this program?
Sure. Career Bridge is an initiative of the United Way's Workforce Initiative, Partners for Competitive Workforce, and what we strive to do with Career Bridge is ensure that employees who are in traditionally low-wage positions have a way to bridge over to higher wage positions in in-demand jobs in the advanced manufacturing sector, healthcare sector, construction, IT, and supply chain and logistics. And so the concept is working in a role in fast food, in organizations like Chick-fil-A. If an employee stays in a job in Chick-fil-A, somebody like Dustin can give a recommendation that this person is a great employee, they've stayed with my organization for at least a year, they have shown the tenacity to come to work on time, to work through whatever issues that they have. Embedded in there is an organization, a community-based organization like the Brighton Center, that's also providing support and coaching, like working through child care issues and transportation issues. And again, once that employee has shown that resilience over a 12-month period, they now have the opportunity to land a higher wage position in, again, the advanced manufacturing sector, and they can move into that role in that sector and earn a higher wage. And those jobs in those in-demand sectors like construction and advanced manufacturing obviously have higher wages. They can move into those roles that are paying $25, $30 an hour. And now we've bridged the employee from a low-wage position into our higher-wage position. And so that's what Career Bridge is.
That is amazing. I think that is really attacking an issue from the inside out and really getting, I mean, Chick-fil-A, you couldn't have a better partner than Chick-fil-A. We love that.
Thank you.
Yes. So tell me how you felt when you were presented with this program.
So I was speaking with some folks with PCW and Marty's organization, and it really helped me understand the term cliff effect, where as wages increase to a certain point, assistance begins to drop off, but unfortunately that creates a gap between their ability to be self-sustaining financially, but the wages they're earning as they continue to go up aren't quite covering that gap. And so we started brainstorming different ways. How can we help with this? And the opportunity was presented. There were some folks talking about this particular idea within Partners. And so I thought, you know, we can be a part of that. And we started meeting as a group. Several of us started meeting. And I actually had a team member who had been with me for about 14 years. Great guy, amazing worker. But he was almost my highest paid employee, but just kind of topping out. And his kids were getting older. He had 2 kids. And he was looking to move on to an opportunity that was going to provide more wage. And quite honestly, he wasn't interested in leadership. And there's a lot of folks out there who are just amazing workers, and they just want to come to work and then live their life. They're not interested in management or those types of things. And so he was a great candidate. I introduced him to one of our receiving employers, and they interviewed him based on my recommendation. And now he's about 4, 5, 6 months into the job now, very successful. They love him. He loves the job, and it worked.
It does work. This is which makes this project or program so important. It really does work. So kind of walk us through what the gentleman you were just talking about, how he would have walk us through the program that he went through.
Sure. So what he did, we, of course, got him paired with a job coach at Brighton Center, and Brighton Center worked with him to go through the interview process, to go through the assessment process at the advanced manufacturer, and he went through the interview, was successful. He got placed at the receiving employer. The receiving employer, being a great organization, they also made sure that their organization was ready to receive him, and so the management staff there overlooks his work. They make sure that he's integrated into the organization, and they usher him through the process of being a new employee in their organization to ensure that he's fully embedded and that he can be successful and he's set up for success. So that he stays with the organization and that we don't see a rate of turnover or anything like that. And so that's what that process does. And Dustin, because he has worked for Dustin for a number of years, on occasion we'll pick up the phone and call him and find out how he's doing, because we want to make sure that he is retained within that role, and that's something that we do as part of CareerBridge.
So how does somebody qualify for this program?
Sure. So how somebody qualifies is the community-based organization like Brighton Center is the entry point. And if you go to that organization, CareerBridge is an offering at Brighton Center, and that's how you would go and be introduced to CareerBridge.
Okay. This is really rewarding. I just think this is one of the great answers to some of the problems that we have in our community. If you wanted to talk someone into becoming part of this program, what would you say?
Well, so what's interesting is I'm actually, one of the benefits for me as a sending employer is kind of what I'm labeled is I can either look towards the Brighton Center to receive employees who would be with me for about a year and a half before they move on to the next step, or I can use this as a benefit in my own recruiting, and I can begin to talk to team members about this opportunity, encourage them to move on through the process.
Okay, I just love this. So for more information about this, where should people go?
People should go to Partners for Competitive Workforce website, and you can access our website through unitedway.org.
Can you also go to Brighton Center as well?
You can go to Brighton Center as well.
Okay, to BrightonCenter.com. We put that on your screen as well. Absolutely. I hope people will connect with this program. It really is amazing in what you're doing to help people and just alleviate some of the poverty issues we have in our community.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much both for being here.
Absolutely.